Yo, what is going on YouTube? Plexi in the bit. Like, no, I'm just gonna cool it. Let me cool it. But it's been a while since I made a video. And what you see in the background is some Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. This game was remastered from the 2007 version of COD 4. And this game plays amazing. So that's going to be playing in the background while I talk about this. But I know it's been a while and I don't want to bring you guys another one of those like dry ass like fucking 2K videos. Because 2K right now is dead as fuck. I can't even lie. Like, I somehow have to find a way to make content that's not 2K related. But can somehow bring in some more viewers. And you get what I'm saying. But I'm gonna give you guys probably one of the most embarrassing stories of my life. Like, this is the first time I ever told a story on this channel, so I hope it goes well. If you guys like it, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. So, I'm gonna bring you guys the most embarrassing night out of my entire life existence. Like, it's bad. Like, once you get to the end, and I encourage you to stay till the end, you're gonna see why it got bad. So, at the time this happened, I was 14 years old, right? And I snuck out and got into a 21 and over nightclub. Like, just think about that. That shit is fucking ridiculous, right? So, let me start the story off, right? So, I'm 14 years old. I just got out of middle school, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie to you, middle school was probably the worst years of schooling. Personally, to me, like, I hated middle school, right? Let me, why did I hate middle school, right? So, one, I was ugly as fuck, my nigga. Like, if I have a picture, I'll put it up on the screen, but in middle school, my nigga, I was ugly as fuck, my nigga. Like, I got no hoes. Nobody really fucked with me. Like, I would get swerved by so many bitches, man. Like, my fucking 8th grade dance date, my nigga. My 8th grade date fucking swerved me. And I got another story for that, but that's gonna come a little later. So, like, middle school was just rough all around for me. Like, I had a couple friends here and there in middle school, but it was nothing great. So, I'm 14 years old. I just got out of middle school. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically going into freshman year of high school. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm 14. It's the summertime. And, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do at 14. I'm at that point where it's like puberty even hasn't hit me yet. Like, I don't know what, like, I'm still kind of a child. I was still a kid at 14. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So, it's in the middle of the summer. You know, I just got out of 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy I'm about to be a high schooler. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm trying to fix myself up. You know what I'm saying, get some experience under my belt before I head on to high school. Because high school is a whole different beast, a whole different animal. So as a 14-year-old, I was trying to get as much experience with anything as I can, like, in life in general. So one day, you know what I'm saying, my cousins, you know what I'm saying, I was in Atlanta, Georgia at the time, right? So one day my cousins was like, hey, yo, Marcus, we gotta go to the nightclub, bro. I was like, me? My nigga, like, me? At a nightclub? You know what I'm saying? And at first I was shook. I was like, hold up, what? Like, at the time, I wasn't a dancer, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really dancing like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what kind of club we was going to. I didn't know none of that shit, right? So, they just came out the blue and just like, you know what I'm saying? Tonight, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring you, your sister, and my sister at the time was 15. I was only 14, my nigga. I was fucking 14. So, they was just like, I'm gonna bring you out to a nightclub. We gonna have a good time, right? So, at this time, I'm kind of like nervous. I didn't know what the fuck to expect, you know what I'm saying? I asked him, I was like, I'm 14 years old. How the fuck am I gonna get into a nightclub? You know what I'm saying? My cousin at the time, he was in the military, he's in the army. So his friend who lived with him at the time had an ID card, right? Me and his friend looked exactly alike, my nigga. Like, on the picture, we looked exactly alike. So I'm asking, I'm like, alright, so he has an ID card. You know what I'm saying? How am I gonna use his ID card and he used the same ID card I just got to the club with? Like, I'm asking a bunch of questions because, like, it seemed a little, like, fishy, right? So he was like, you know what? He's in the military. He got his own military ID. He's gonna use his military ID. You use the civilian ID. I'm like, bro, are you fucking serious? Like, y'all niggas really trying to smuggle me into a fucking club, bro. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, whatever. And they was just like, hey, you need to remember the birthday on this joint. If they ask you this question, you gotta say this. They ask you this question, you gotta say this. And I'm just like, what the fuck, bro? Am I studying for a fucking quiz? Or am I going to a fucking club? Bro, that shit was crazy. Like, it's fucking crazy. If I remember the club name, I think the club name was like, I want to say it's like 619 or some shit. I think it was like 619. It was a rave club. If you guys know any rave clubs in Atlanta, I don't know how old y'all niggas is, but if you know any rave clubs, just put it down in the comment section, because I don't remember this shit. So, you know what I'm saying? It's in downtown Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? It's like probably 10 p.m. We roll up, and the club is so fucking packed, my nigga. Like, it was like a Friday night, bro, and the shit was so fucking packed. It was so lit in there, right? That you couldn't even park in the fucking club park. Like, it was fucking full of shit, right? So then you had to drive blocks away, bro. We had to park at a fucking Arby's, my nigga. We had to go to an Arby's. So we pull up to the Arby's, and the dude sitting in front of the Arby's, right? He got a white shirt on. He got a little fucking VIP pass or some shit. He knocked on our window. You know, so we roll the joint down. You know, we got the little fucking crank station shit. You know, you had to roll the fucking windows down. So the dude was like, are you guys parking for the club or are you going to Arby's? Now, mind you, if you were parking for the club, they was charging $5, bro. They was charging $5 to get into a fucking club. Parking that fucking Arby's. How the fuck you gonna charge a nigga to park at Arby's, my nigga? Like, the shit was crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? We finessed that nigga. We was like, we going to Arby's, nigga. We was like, hey, we about to go to the drive-thru real quick. He was like, alright, man, go back there and make this left or whatever. So then, we make the left, go right into the parking lot. We get out, you know what I'm saying? We park, and then we just run up the street a couple blocks till we get to the club, right? So we get to the club doors. The shit was long as fuck. Like, the shit was long, right? We sat there for 15 minutes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I get to the front door, and they asked me for my ID. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm all jiggling and shit, you know what I'm saying? Adrenaline rushing, I'm nervous as fuck, you know what I'm saying? I pull out the ID, I give it to him. And she got a flashlight. She just like, she looked at it. At this time, I was scared as fuck, bro. Like, I'm fucking shaking, like, and the card's in my hand, mind you. She's looking at it, and my arm's shaking like this, bro. It's shaking like this and shit, bro. Like, so she's looking at it. She's like, yeah, go ahead, man. I was like, what? What, bro? Like, what the fuck, son? All right. So we get into the fucking club, right? It's something that I've never seen before, cause like, remind you, like, I just got out of middle school, bro. That shit is nowhere near lit as what adults were doing, bro. I didn't know nothing about this, right? So I walked through the club door, and I wish I had a picture, bro. Like, I wish I had a picture, because I would show you guys my fit, right? So I had this fucking, it was a green, yellow, and blue striped polo shirt. You know what I'm saying? I had some jeans on, and this is before joggers were even a thing, right? So I had fucking baggy ass fucking blue jeans, my nigga, and I had some fucking Ken Griffey's on, my nigga. Like, I was looking pretty fucking dumb, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 14, I ain't really know how to dress to no club or nothing like that. Like, this is streetwear, you know what I'm saying? So I was looking like a fucking bum, I ain't even gonna lie. So I walked through the club doors, and on the left hand side there's like, you know what I'm saying, it's a whole fucking bar. It's a fucking bar, right? And it has all these lights and shit. And I'm just so young. I didn't know what the fuck to think. Like, it had a bunch of bad bitches at the joint. Like, the shit was lit, bro. Like, music was playing and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was looking tough, but that wasn't even the main part, bro. So my cousins and all of them, they get into the door. My sister get through the door, and you know what I'm saying, we go into the main, like, dance floor club joint, right? So we go through this long ass hallway, and the hallway is made out of fucking like glass and shit, right? It's made out of glass, and the entire glass is just lighting up and shit. I'm thinking I'm on drugs, bro. Like, cause I'm seeing so many fucking colors and flashing lights. Nigga, I thought I was going epileptic in that shit, bro. Like, it was crazy how fucking lit, and just, it was just, bro, like, ah, woo, I wish I can go back to that shit. So we go past this long ass hallway, you know what I'm saying? We circle into the fucking main club, right? On the left hand side, there's fucking stairs. And that shit go around and around and around till it gets to the bottom where it's just a bunch of lounge chairs and seating and shit. So I look over the rail. Bro. This girl is giving this nigga some top all the way at the bottom floor, and it was just them. She was sucking the nigga dick.